Yeah, obviously, really, disappointed with the outcome. We were really excited about this one. Our kids believed that we could win. I did too. Having said that, I knew that we were going to have to play extremely well. We were going to have to be at our best in all three phases, and we obviously were not today. I thought our guys were ready to play. I thought they were confident. I thought we had a good week of preparation. Thought the stage might have been a little big for us from our players today. A lot of mistakes. I thought, we had some guys playing afraid to make mistakes. And when you play with fear in your heart like that, that's when mistakes happen. I thought we had some guys that tried to do and play outside of themselves. We talked about not doing that in a game like this. You just got to be yourself, but you got to be the best version of that, and we weren't that today. Didn't take care of the football. We've been really good with that. I think we went 5 games without turning the football over, and turned it over 6 times today. Put us in bad position on defense quite a bit. I think basically gave them 14 points today. Thought we were poor on special teams and our execution of, knowing when to fair catch the ball, fielding the ball. Hats off from Notre Dame. It's a really, really good football team, and they were a better football team today in every way. And I'm disappointed, but I love this football team. I love these players. I'm still really proud of them. What we talked about is it's only a failure if you don't learn from it, grow from it. They'll stay together, and we'll go back and we'll take a look at the film and figure out what it is we got to do better moving forward. And hopefully the next time we play on a stage like this, we'll be better for having played it today. But just simply wasn't good enough all the way around. There were some bright spots. I thought we moved the ball offensively well at times. Even when we were moving the football well, we weren't particularly executing at a high level. We're not all bad, but obviously you can't turn the ball over 6 times. You can't beat yourself. And, I thought we had some chances to get off the field defensively. Against a team like this, you have to take advantage of those opportunities, and they executed on 3rd and 4th down better than we did today. So,
questions, Wags?
The unforced fumbles, that's got to be the biggest killer when you're just dropping the ball.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, we've been phenomenal at that. And it's something that, obviously we emphasize, and you understand going into a game like this that you have to be in the plus margin in turnovers in a game like this to have a chance. And we're never going to win a game against a better opponent when we turn it over 6 times, period.
Brian, you said that maybe the moment was too big or the stage was too big. At what point in the game did you start to sense that? At what point do you feel that on the sideline?
Yeah, well, you felt it in the first quarter. I thought we made a lot of mistakes from an execution standpoint, taking care of the football. And sometimes it's just nerves when you start off a game, but I thought we continued to play that way, throughout the course of the game. And it's been a great season for us. A lot of expectations, a lot of external pressure. It's a big stage, playing in an NFL stadium. It's Notre Dame. There's 75,000 people in the stands, but you've got to be able to focus in and do your job at a high level. And I didn't think we were able to do that consistently today.
Coach, I know it's hard to sort of psychoanalyze this stuff, but do you think your players are playing against an opponent that has maybe some better players that you've seen you play rushed, maybe, and that contributes to some of the mistakes?
Sorry, repeat that.
You play a little more rushed or urgent, or you have you're not as comfortable. Again, it's hard to.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I look forward to go back and watching the film and just evaluating everything. But I think sometimes you want something so bad that you try to play outside of yourself, and I thought we did that at times today, and it hurt us.
Blake, you just heard Coach saying that turnovers killed you, and you thought you guys just kind of trying to play outside yourselves. What's your thoughts on what happened out there today?
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. You can't win a game with that many turnovers, and we knew that coming in. We had done a great job coming into the game, and with turnover control, winning the turnover battle. Just didn't do that today. Made some, and you look back at them, and they weren't anything that they did. And that's the frustrating thing, I think, most especially, is when you look at almost every single turnover or fumble, it was something we did. They didn't almost even touch the ball. So that's just the most frustrating piece from our point because we wanted it really bad, and we beat ourselves.
Go ahead, Bob.
I mean, you're in the middle of a conference race here too. How easy will it be to kind of move and push this away?
We'll see. You can't answer that question yet. We got to see what we're made of. Obviously, this is just a chapter. It's not the story. It's not the end of the story. And that's the biggest thing we got to learn. And great teams, great Navy teams have hit speed bumps. We really look up to that 2019 Navy football team and what they had been through before 2019, and then how they turned it around. They hit a speed bump as well. So just got to learn from it. You can't let it affect you the rest of the season, and I think we will. But we'll see how we answer that this week.
Blake, is it frustrating because you did move the ball well when you were able to hold on to the ball?
Yeah, I do think that is the most frustrating piece when you look back at it and you see all the yardage and you see where the drive stopped or what we were doing before maybe a fumble or a turnover and it wasn't we weren't surprised by anything they were doing. They're great athletes, they great size, great speed, and we moved the ball well, a lot of drives, and so that is frustrating just to get down on their side of the field and then just stall out or turn the ball over.
Along those lines, I was going to say, what you take forward for either of you, what you take forward from this game as, I know it's hard to find positives, but as something you can maybe build on and help you get past it.
Yeah. This was obviously the biggest stage we've played on all year, and looking at all our past games, we've had very minimal fumbles. We've done a really good job of keeping the ball and just kind of possessing the ball. And I think the biggest thing is just taking a look at what went wrong at this game, so that when we get to some of these bigger stages further on in the year, that we're able to play the game the way we did in the games prior to this. So I think that's a big thing.
And I'll ask the same thing I asked Coach, even though I think a couple of the turnovers were sort of your involvement with Blake. That idea, do you feel a little rushed in a game like this when hey, I might have a split second less because these guys are good? I mean, maybe my eyes come up a second sooner, or I hold the ball, or I pull the ball a little quicker.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Coach Newberry sort of said, you don't really know what's going through the other guy's head. I know it was going through mine, and there was a few hesitations, especially on a couple of fumbles, and just got to do better taking care of the ball from my standpoint. Whether it was on Alex's fumble, got to give him a better pitch. Maybe take some off of it just so he doesn't even have a chance of dropping it, and then just getting more work in mesh and stuff, and so that's on me. And like I said, I don't know exactly what's going through everyone's head. I know we wanted to take advantage of drives, and so maybe the answer is maybe. It was going through some guy's head, but I can't answer for them.
Is this any easier to brush off because it was so one-sided that you can simply say, okay, bad game, throw it out the window, next week we get back to what we were?
I think a big thing is we still have most of our goals still in front of us. Yes, Notre Dame is a fantastic team, and it would have been sort of a program-defining win in a way to show that we can hang with these Power Four really big competitive teams. But the thing is, looking down ahead, we still have conference play, conference championship hopefully, and then the CIC. So still we have our main goals still ahead of us, and that's something that we can look forward to and just take this game and learn from the mistakes that we made.
Colin, just general thoughts on what happened out there today?
Yeah, it's a tough loss. We didn't play the way we wanted, the way we expect to play, but we still have so much ahead of us, and we're going to learn from the mistakes, and we'll be back Monday.
Yeah, this is just like Newberry just said at the end of the game, this is just a bump in the road. 1-0 mentality, it's on to the next game now, it's on to right, so we'll be focused on that.
Coach Newberry up here said maybe the moment was too big. Was there any sense of that on the sideline early in the game, or what? How do you attribute that?
No, we didn't play our style of play. We just have to be better. I don't think the moment's too big. we just got to be better, and we will be.
Yeah, I think it's on us. The coaches, they had good calls. We just didn't execute. We didn't play the way we needed to. It comes down to that, just showing up from the start. So.
You talk about being put in a position on short field so much today, how difficult that is defensively.
Again, it's our job to get off the field, so they can put it down on the 1 yard line every single time. It's our job to get the defense off the field there and allow the offense to score points. So anything that we messed up, that's on us. The offense, I know they'll take care of the stuff that they've been doing. I'm not concerned about that at all.
Yeah, and I think personally, I mean, I like that. It's just another opportunity to stop the offense and just show what kind of defense we are. So, I mean, you can't blame anything on the offense, like with what they've done so far this year. So, we're just gonna keep our head down and just keep moving forward. So.